Ha ha ha! Good evening, everybody. Are you ready to wait for a tall tale? A nice tall tale told by your good man Angel Medina? Angel Ramon Medina? Ha 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 ha! Tonight we're gonna be talking about, can black holes be built and what are the dangers? Yep, that's right. And let me say a disclaimer before I get started. Wow, there is some factual science in this article, and none of this is just pure theory. Space travel itself is nothing more than a theory that has yet to be proven false or true. Just enjoy this blog post for what it is. A nice tall tale about the wonders of black holes, white holes, and the thrill that we seek. As you may have heard today, NASA found 7 planets that may be deemed inhabitable for living organisms. This is certainly making headlines, and it's in a good way, because these 7 planets are in the temperate zone, or in a zone where living organisms can live and thrive, and they're only 39 light years away. But if you ask me, 39 light years away, that doesn't sound too much, right? But if that was 39 Earth years, then I will understand. But this is night years. So how long would it take a shuttle to get to these planets if it's 39 light years? Well, first we have to see how long is a night year in reality. Let's say we're taking the International Space Shuttle for example, right? The thing that's in the sky watching everything, and that orbits Earth. If it travels about 18,000 miles per hour, which is pretty fast in this respect. But the speed of light travels at the speed of 160,000 miles per second. The speed of light, or the speed of light in a vacuum. Yes, you heard right. You heard right. Miles per second. Now, let's get even more interesting. That's 37,200 times faster than the speed of the shuttle. That's the speed of light is 37,200 times faster than the shuttle. If you do the math, the shuttle will have to travel 37,200 years just to travel 1 light year. Would take 37,200 Earth years just to accomplish 1 light year. Now you take that and multiply it by 39, and you'll have 1,450,800 years. Does it seem close now? I didn't think so. Now in my book, The 1,000 Years War, there are plenty of black holes to take us to distant dimensions, like the dimension of illusions. It takes you to faraway places. But that's only in fiction, and for now that's only a fictional thing, and it's a thing that's maybe in the future we'll see something like that. And of course there are black holes in outer space, but they are limited to eating up stars and barely noticed. So what is this article? What I'm trying to scare you with is, what if we could create a black hole? What if we could create something amazing? We could travel to faraway galaxies at the speed of light. I know it sounds crazy, but bear with me. Actually, I am a sci-fi weirdo who believes in black holes, and while it is possible while playing with molecules and using nuclear energy to power the black hole, it comes with its own dangers. First of all, the theory of the space-time continuum has to be taken into account. I'm a firm believer that this theory is breakable. It's something that can be broken, and we could gain control of time. This is a theory that was built by one of the smartest people in the world, Albert Einstein. But it's exactly what it says it is. It's a theory. It's just something that's theorized. It hasn't been proven false or true. That means it's not necessarily correct that space and time are always unified. They may just be a loophole somewhere around this, and if we could discover it as a human race, we may be able to explore worlds beyond our wildest dreams. Now, let's take a look at this graph here. Basically, what would happen is the mass would bypass the space-time continuum and get to its destination because it would be traveling at the speed of light. And let's just see, but before we could talk about the possibilities, let's take a look inside a black hole. On these, what we will consider the inside, as no one's actually been inside a black hole and has come out living to tell the tale. See, so what we have here is nothing more than a proton wing surrounded by the material, which is the light. The material in the picture is depicted as the color surrounding light, and the center is the actual hole itself. You'll see traveling at the speed of light so fast that a human won't be able to see their own matter, contrary to popular sci-fi books and movies. Well, as you can see here, going for a black hole looks scary just seeing it in theory, men are known in practice. Now, let's see my handsome face again. and let's talk about the possibilities. So this is the theory about wormholes. Earth, you go into the wormhole and you pop out in the other universe, whatever that universe may be. Perhaps it is the dimension of illusions, like my book. Now, here are the possibilities. Let's start with the best case scenario, which will be a working wormhole, and Earth will be nothing but a webic. It will be nothing but a relic compared to the exotic places where we'll be able to travel. Forget about Mars and Jupiter. We could travel to faraway galaxies. For me personally, this will be the awesome scenario. However, there are 3 other scenarios you have to go over. The second scenario will be that if something, let's say something that did go wrong with the black hole construction and the space-time continuum is broken, just like the first scenario. Well, this scenario will have the human traveling so fast that he or she will be stuck in the space-time loop forever without any escape, or will need into an inescapable dimension. This scenario will be called the infinite wormhole, because the person will be traveling so fast that there will be no escape from the wormhole. For me, this will be the more likely scenario. Unfortunately, we'll be building a black hole, a wormhole that will just keep going and going and going, and we'll be stuck in an acid trip for the rest of our lives. How would that be as a death? What kind of death would that be? Not a very fun one, I could see. Our third scenario will be something similar to scenario 2, only that instead of going forward, the person will go back in time instead. However, because the person is going at the speed of light, that person will go all the way back to the beginning of time, before there was any life, before there was human life, to make things scarier. The person will be stuck in the abyss of darkness, as they have gone too far back in time. As you can see, it's pure darkness. But it's only theory. It's not real. At least not yet. The final scenario, as you can see, this person being sucked into the black hole will be so powerful that the person will be stretched to death. The person will turn into nothing but particles of the former selves. The scenario is simple. It's death. The final scenario will be just our death, where we stretched to death. So could it be done? For me, the answer is yes. But the odds of doing successfully are worse than hitting the lottery. You got a better chance hitting the Powerball and becoming a millionaire than building a successful working black hole. But science has come a long way. So who knows? We may witness history sooner rather than later. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this theory about black holes. And please, I may sound a little weird at times, but I just wanted to show my true side. And one more reminder: the 1,000 Years War series books 1, 2, and 3 are still on sale, $1.99 each. Get them while you can before they go up to regular price of $2.99 each. And you could explore all the thrills and spills of black holes, white holes, infinite loops, and all that good stuff. And watch as our heroes travel for infinite dimensions, the dimensions of illusions. And wait till So you think that's scary? Wait till you actually read the books. This is it. This has been Angel Medina. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you do get scared to bed tonight I should say. Be scared. Be very afraid. Take it easy.